what is that thing that you do? And then once you kind of go through the work of figuring out what that thing is, then you have to ruthlessly shape your life around doing that thing. So at CIA, they wanted us to figure that out because there's so many different kinds of operations. There's human intelligence operations, cyber operations, sabotage operations, paramilitary operations, joint operations, liaison operations with foreign partners. Like there's so many kinds of operations that they wanted us to really understand what is the thing that you can do all day, every day, and always have this wellspring of energy. Because if you can identify that, we can train you to do the right kind of operation so that we can send you somewhere into a dark room and you can work for 7 straight days and we don't have to worry about you.
So isn't that the thing that we should be teaching our children?
That's the argument. That's the argument that I would make now. But if you're part of the 20% and you teach this to your children, guess what you have to accept? The 80-20 rule. So if you have 3 kids, 2 of your kids are not going to be as talented, dedicated, or successful as the 3rd kid, right? That's just empirical fact. It doesn't feel good. I'm sorry for all the people who are yelling at me and swearing at the screen, but that's just the way it is. Look, I have 2 kids. I have 2 kids. I love my 2 kids. Empirically speaking, the chances of them both being successful are almost nothing. Empirically speaking, there's only like a 20% chance that one of them is going to be successful, which is why I have to be as successful as I can be to create the legacy of wealth so that they can live off of that legacy if they need to. And hopefully they will beget children. And then those children will be, 20% of those children will be successful.
Right. I just think it's so important that we teach that. And it feels like it's just strategic critical thinking. It feels like if you embed it early enough, it's not so much that it's a lesson to be taught, but just kind of part of their biological being. And I noticed that I have 1 child. See, I go 1 and go, let's just all in on 1 and just, we're going to go 1 and done. We're going to go all in and we're going to try not to make it a weird kid, but we're going to make it a self-sufficient kid and we're going to make it a kid that gets it. And so
we're going to make it an it.
Yes, pretty much. Exactly.
So fresh on